Hey, welcome back. I want to talk to you about thought formats. So, I know it sounds silly, but thoughts in the brain are processed by phases. So, there is the compressed and uncompressed. The compressed format it is pretty much where your subconscious has the thought and it's there, but it hasn't come down to the conscious. So let's call it the compressed format. Now, the uncompressed format is when it goes through that barrier from your subconscious to your conscious mind. And then there is when you uncompress it and then you have the thought. It typically, most of us self vocalize the thought when we have it. So the only difference between this and computers is that you can actually teach yourself how to read the compressed format before it goes through the subvocalization. And the thing is that there is a pre subconscious one too. So what happens is that you can actually take the time to investigate your mind, where you actually learn how to listen, how to see the thought before you subvocalize it. Additionally, I'm talking to you about this because when you're getting gang stalked, the voices come from the thoughts that are from the pre-conscious mind. No, not the subconscious, but before that. And there is when it comes to and the voice pretty much speaks it directly into your ear. But it is a pretty much almost like a pre-digested thought, because it kind of skips the self-vocalization, and it skips the subconscious, and it goes from the pre-conscious. Let's see, I think we actually have to give these terms more particular names. The superconscious, let's call it the superconscious. The superconscious is before the subconscious mind. So the thing is that when you have a thought, you already know what the thought is, even when it's in a compressed state before you self-vocalize it. So there is a superconscious, there is the subconscious, and then there is the conscious mind. Now, because of gang stalking, typically gang stalkers harass you in indirect ways, in a way that tries to convince you of negative things about yourself. So whenever you hear or whenever you're getting gang stalked, they are constantly using symbols or using symbols, using coughs, using signs, whatever it is, to remind you that you're nothing, that you're trash. And what happens is that whenever you see something that reminds your super conscious about that, you're pretty much your super conscious is gonna feel that directly into your auditory nerve. And that's why most people are unable to see that the voice is actually coming from them. If you were hearing voices and you had the most amazing perception of yourself, you would only hear positive things. The voices would be your friends. I'm telling you this because I went through that, where I was changing how I perceive myself while I was still hearing voices, and the voices became my friends. They were helpful. They were telling me what a good job I was doing. They became my allies. And that is because the voices are pretty much the super conscious pre-digest or pre it's like the food before you even eat it, when you're just looking at it. I'm sorry if this is confusing. I am kind of in a hurry because I have to go to work in 10 minutes. But yes, that's what the voices come from. That's why it feels so unfamiliar, because it is before your subconscious mind registers the thought. You have the thought, and it is directly tied to the signs, to the symbols, to the colors that gang stalkers have fed you. That's why they are so that's why they feel so alien. That's why they feel that they're not a part of you, because they're not. They are a part of what the gang stalkers have imposed on you, on your perception, for you to perceive certain things, and these things represent something negative about you. So whenever you look at it, your super conscious mind has a thought, and it goes strictly, it goes fed straight from your superconscious to your ear. All right. Thank you so much for watching. There is no such thing as voice to skull technology. All right. It is just the lack of understanding, your perception of it, because you do not understand how the mind works. And I'm here to tell you that gang stalking is a lot less, and a lot less powerful whenever you understand how your mind works. When you understand how they're warping your perceptions, you are going to be able to dominate gang stalking. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.